Hello, and welcome back to Deep Fear. When we last finished, we were just entering the junk area, and so let's get going. I wanted to mention one thing in the last video. There was a document that I couldn't read because it was in Japanese. I found a translation of it on the internet, and just to let you know, it was referencing an insecticide. Apparently there's a drug A and drug B, and in combination, apparently the insecticide was actually harmful to humans and not harmful to insects, and they stated that they had to change the ratios in order to make the insecticide more effective. So that's basically all that document said. And also one thing that I noticed while I was looking through my videos, I actually made a mistake. Before I entered the Sea Fox, Clancy mentioned that he was going to give me a card and that I could go get something in the storage lockers. And what he was giving me was a key that would unlock a machine gun. So before I met that boss, I actually had the availability of a machine gun. I actually got some machine gun shells. And so that battle would have been a little bit easier if I had the machine gun, but I would have still had the same problems with the ladder. And for now, we're just going to head to... Both of those doors down there were locked, so we're just going to head to the room that's across this hall. Alright, and here's a guy in here. He seems pretty chill. Okay, and here's another document. This is apparently an email from Pedro, and he's just stating that the insecticide doesn't work, and that he remembered the ratio for the mixing of the two drugs, and that the ratio is the same as the person he's emailing, whose name is Bob's, birthday. And the way he knows that is that there's a picture on the desk that has the date written on it for his birthday. So we're just going to walk right over here, and there you go. So there's the picture of his birthday, and there is the ratio, so 10:25. So we'll just got to remember that. Let's just talk to this guy and see if he has anything to say. Alright, not really. Alright, so here's some air grenades. Let's just pick up as many of those as it'll give us. That's it. Here's a dead guy. And these are some shells. Let's just look through this window. Alright, so this is the junk area, so I guess that's the junk. And I think, yes. So here's a almost impossible to see lever that you have to pull. That doesn't sound good. Alright, so this guy has turned. Deal with him. in pulling that lever, I believe this door in the room we started in will now be open. Yeah, there we go. So that door has been unlocked. And here's another flooded room. Let's just look around. Alright, so here is drug B for the insecticide that we're going to be creating. Let's just make sure there's nothing else in this room. I don't think there is. I think we got everything. So the first few episodes were really cutscene heavy. We're now kind of getting into the meat of the game. So there will be fewer cutscenes. There'll still be few in this playthrough, but there will be less. And there'll be some more of these little puzzles and a lot more killing of mutants. Or they're not zombies. Okay, so we're heading back to the MI area. We just have to make a quick stop in this chemical-filled room because there's one thing that I think I forgot. Yes, so there is the a drug or chemical. The one thing that I'll note about this game is that it was visible on that desk, the vial that we just picked up, but unlike Resident Evil that has the little flash, this game doesn't do that, and sometimes it's really easy to miss things because of it. Alright, so this was the guy that told us about lasers that were probably in the storage room. So we're going to just head right over here, and there is a device. Now that we have the two different drugs, A and B, the game will allow us to use this machine right here. And as you remember, the birthday was 10/25. So we just have to make the weight comparison, apparently. 10 on one side and 25 on the other. Oh, so that was wrong. Oh, jeez, it exploded. It's really kind of tough to get it. It just goes up pretty quickly. You have to get it perfect. There's 10. And there's 25. Perfect. So now we have the insecticide. And it sounds like that guy's not doing very well either. Some new enemies in this room that are conveniently off the screen. Alright, there he is. And another one. Surprise! Got it. Oh, my health is really low. So let's use some of those at endless supply of health kits. There we go. And into the storage room. Alright, so John just automatically used that insecticide, and now the air is not safe to breathe, but we can see the lasers. And before we go through those lasers, I just wanted to go, and there it is. There's the machine gun that we were given. So now we have two weapons, the Glock and the Steyr. And we can choose between either of them. It's currently set to the machine gun. I would actually prefer it to be set to the Glock. There we go. And actually, while we're here, might as well top up my ammunition. Alright, so these lasers, they flash for a while and then disappear. You just have to walk through them. When they're not there, easy.